If the family of one of Superman's creators gets their way in a new lawsuit, Big Blue's new movie may not come to some countries for quite a while. So what exactly is going on here? According to Deadline, the lawsuit was filed by the family of Joe Shuster, who co-created Superman with Jerry Siegel all the way back in 1938. It doesn't appear to affect the release of director James Gunn's Superman in the United States, but it would in some pretty major other markets, including Canada, the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Australia.
Home. Take me home.
The crux of the Shuster estate's argument is that the copyright for Superman in most of those countries, and others, reverted to them in 2017, 25 years after Shuster's death in 1992. That's because copyright laws in many countries terminate copyright assignments to companies like Warner Bros. Discovery, which owns Superman publishers DC Comics, after that time frame. The family's lawsuit against WBD reads, in part, Shuster died in 1992 and Siegel in 1996. By operation of law, Shuster's foreign copyrights automatically reverted to his estate in 2017 in most of these territories, and in 2021 in Canada. Yet defendants continue to exploit Superman across these jurisdictions without the Shuster estate's authorization. A WBD spokesman said of the suit, "We fundamentally disagree with the merits of the lawsuit and will vigorously defend our rights." This is a major roadblock for WBD, which has Superman set for release on July 11, 2025. The lawsuit requires a jury trial and could be in the courts for quite some time. The Shuster family is requesting a cease and desist order on the movie's release in the territories covered until everything is settled. Superman is intended to be the tentpole first film release for Gunn's new DCU, and anything that holds back its wide distribution will most assuredly mar that massive effort to revitalize what has been a struggle in DC's film efforts to keep up with Marvel.
Because the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
So why isn't any of this affecting the release of Superman in the States? For one, the laws are different, but also, Shuster, Siegel, and their families have been fighting DC and its various parent companies for the US copyright since the 1940s. In the 1970s, DC once again began consistently crediting Siegel and Shuster as Superman's creators, thanks to pressure from other comics legends in advance of the release of the 1978 Superman movie. In 2013, an updated credit started appearing, Superman, created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster by special arrangement with the Jerry Siegel family. That was a result of a 2001 court order. Yet throughout it all, DC has maintained the copyright to the character of Superman in the country where he was born. Variety notes that Superman, as he appears in his first appearance in Action Comics #1, will enter the public domain in the US in 2034. Siegel and Shuster famously sold the rights to Superman to DC for just $130, which amounted to just $65 each. While that does equal around $2,900 today, it's worth remembering that DC and Warner Bros. Have made millions off of the character over the past 87 years. In a true irony, Reuters reported that the check with which DC paid Siegel and Shuster for the character sold for $160,000 at auction in 2012. Even accounting for inflation, that's more than 50 times what Superman's creators were paid for the rights to the superhero who started it all.